Shalom, everybody. It's the WyCo Nomad with WyCo Resiliency. This is a continuation off of urban gardening. This is the top 4 things that you need to do when setting up your bucket garden. So we're going to go over 4 things. And I know everyone's like, but it's usually the YouTube is 5 things. We're going to go, no, I'm going to go over 4 things. Lemonade and Sprite. Nothing big today. So, when setting up a bucket garden, this is for your apartment. Hopefully you have a southern facing. If not, hopefully you have maybe an eastern facing in the morning to get the morning light. Northern facing is a bit tough. We did have one balcony that faced north. Oh, our plant yield was horrible. What I should have done was brought them inside and just used grow lights. We'd have probably had much better quality. But number one, you want to choose the right bucket. I honestly like the orange buckets out of Home Depot. Just sit there, flip them over, drill some holes in them. Boom, drill a couple holes in the bottom. I ended up doing, I want to say, I did 7 holes, did 3 on the top, kind of 3 around, and then 1 in the center. Not huge. I think I went 1/2 inch with the hole saw. I didn't go crazy. I just wanted water to be able to, fall out. So you want to use a bucket that's a 5-gallon bucket. Food grade is preferable. I just used the orange ones. I know they were clean. There was no chemicals in them. If they previously held chemicals or non-foods, I would be very leery. So stick with the food grade just to be safe. Second, you want to pick the right soil mix. Now, people are kind of in the air about whether we should go with throwing in like smaller pebbles for drainage at the bottom, or you should just throw in just all of your soil. I ended up putting an inch layer on the bottom of light gravel so the water could seep through, to avoid root rot if there was any water that was standing or wasn't draining properly. So you want to pick a very high quality potting mix, not a garden mix. Pick a potting blend. Mix with compost like peat, cocoa coir, and perlite. Those are fairly good to use. I used just basic. I did planting soil. The first time I used garden soil, and once again, the yield was horrible. The planting mix, I did get much better jalapenos. That'll drive my wife nuts. It's jalapenos. It's jalapenos. So they were good, but for some reason that season, they were like bell peppers, but they were still jalapenos, but not a lot of heat. Don't know if it was the potting mix. Potting mix mixed with peat moss. I just mixed it up together and planted my jalapenos, planted my tomatoes, planted green onions. It was a pretty good bounty. One of these years, I want to try red onions. I want to see if I can get away with red onions in a bucket. We'll see. So, right soil mix. 3, you want to choose the right plants. Choose compact or dwarf varieties. Cherry tomatoes. I did Roma tomatoes. They did fine. Did green peppers. They did fine. Jalapenos. They did fine. So you're looking at, let's see. Choose compact dwarf varieties. Things that are ideal for your containers. Peppers, tomatoes, herbs, lettuce, bush beans, all great for buckets. And yes, I have a teleprompter, so trying to keep more focused. Those are your plants. Like I said, I've done Roma, I've done green peppers, I've done jalapenos. I want to do some serrano. I want to do different varieties of hot peppers. Onions, I'm definitely going to try some onions. I think I could get away with bucket garden. I think I do small batch carrots. We'll see. Hey, it's a garden. See what you can grow. You're not going to necessarily get your year's worth of food off of a bucket garden, but it's enough to get you familiar with gardening, so when you move to a property you can do raised beds or full-blown gardening. Okay, this will offset some of the price. Soils is expensive. Ensure proper watering and sunlight. Basically, you're going to want to place the buckets where they can get 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. If you can't do it for sunlight, you got to maybe bring them inside and use grow lights. They want the six to 8 hours. Direct sunlight, make sure you're checking your plants because some do better than others. And buckets will dry out quickly, very quickly. So water them regularly, water them often, and sometimes daily in very hot weather. When I was living in Colorado, there was a couple times we had the 102, 108. You want to water them that day. Morning or night, it's up to you, not in the dead of the afternoon. If you're handy with stuff, you could make your own like drip lines and run it off of the water hose. Sit there, put the plumbing and the landscaping, the sprinkler system parts together. You can run little drip lines, turn on the water, let it flow for a little bit. It's up to you. And that's the that's the 4 main things that you want to do when starting a bucket garden. It's not that complicated. It's really not. You don't have to have a super green thumb. You just need to start it. And it is fast approaching Mother's Day. You should already have your garden stuff growing. You should have your sprouts grown by now. If not, head down to Home Depot, Lowe's, get some already started, put them in your bucket garden and go. I personally don't put anything outdoors until after Mother's Day. And with Colorado anymore, definitely after Mother's Day, because for some reason, Mother's Day storm. They've been getting snowstorms on Mother's Day for the last few years, but we'll see. But now is the time to get your bucket gardens going. If it's not just a bucket garden, get your AeroPress, get your garden with a Y started in your house, get your herb gardens going. Anything to help offset, anything to help you learn better self-reliance. And I'm going to be bringing more on the indoor gardening as we go along. Right now, as many of you know, I'm getting ready to move to Babylon Minor. And because of that, I am not doing my gardens right now. We will do something when we land in the new state. Other than that, thank you so much for watching as always. Remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell. That way it notifies you once a week when I put up videos. Kofifi, you got the discounts for Blackout Coffee Company. Kofifi, come on. Jace Case, we are running closer and closer to these tariffs. You might want to get your antibiotics. You might want to get a year's supply of your meds. Don't forget to use Jace Medical. I have a $10 off your order. And they also now, they got something new. They got a dental kit. They have stuff for dental now. They have stuff for urinary tract infections. We don't need to talk about that. They have antibiotics because people get sick, yo. So, Jace Medical, use the link, use the discount code, get $10 off because those tariffs are coming. Folks, buckle up. It's going to be a rough ride coming up. But with that, thank you, as always, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm the WyCo Nomad. Watch your 6 and shalom.